record, and wherever you pick it up from.
Well, I have hit record.
Well, that's all right. Well, we're off to a rambling start.
Yeah. That's right. You're going to make me do the intro thing again?
No, do your thing.
Do my thing, okay. Welcome to the Hill Section podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want to call it.
Episode what, 5?
The original Hill Section podcast, I believe is what we call it. The official Hill Section podcast. Yeah. I've had a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Yeah, sounds right.
We have changed locations. We are in my home for this one. And I think I kind of like it.
Yeah.
So we have been off for a few weeks. There's been things going on, so we apologize for the time off, but we are back.
I don't apologize for the time off.
Yeah.
We kind of needed it.
Yep.
A little bit. Well.
Me time.
I didn't need it. Just so you know.
Yeah.
But they needed it, and they got it, and that's fine. We're here. We're going to do another one, and there's plenty to talk about. I don't know where you guys want to start. How's everybody doing? You guys good? Everybody good?
I'm tired.
You're tired, Corey?
Same old, but you know.
Corey's been in the middle of moving.
That's right.
He's relocated.
Yes.
So he's worn out. Not me.
No.
Nope. All right, where do you want to start? Should we start with Bash in Berlin?
Sounds good. Bash in Berlin.
Doug Bash in Berlin.
Did everybody watch Bash in Berlin?
I watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone watched it in completion. We saw the whole thing.
Saw the whole thing.
All right, what we got?
Start at the beginning. Cody and KO. You and I disagree.
We do disagree. We disagree.
I'm going to keep disagreeing.
We can continue disagreeing.
This was a pointless match if you're a fan of Kevin Owens.
It was,
Because
but
you keep telling me about a heel turn.
It's a heel
that
turn.
there is zero evidence is going to happen.
it's going to be a slow burn, man.
He hugged it out with him and raised his hand, and there was no drama, and there was no weird looks.
That's because
And it was
Triple
not
H.
mentioned since.
Triple H is a long-term booker. He's going to let it simmer. KO's going to pop. He's going to snap off. He's going to power.
But we said all this before the match, and here we are 2 weeks after the match.
I did not think it was.
And
going
I want it to happen.
I didn't think it was happening at the show. I didn't think it was happening at the show. We all knew Cody was going to win.
But there has to be something at the show that makes you think.
It was a weird, like, hey, let's have a match, type of deal. The whole setup before, it's like, even Kevin was like scratching his head about like
so vanilla.
Yeah.
The entire
It's so
creative
Cody.
going in was terrible. Going into it.
Yeah.
But the only possible way they can do this and have it be any way salvageable is the heel turn for KO. But if they don't want to do it too early.
So you don't think they're just going to go instantly into Orton going for the title?
No.
What do you think they're going to do?
KO's turning. The story's still unfolding. It's still happening.
Explain.
Well, I mean, week
Sell
to
me.
week.
Sell me on it.
So we had the big match. We got Cody. We got KO. They had a decent match. It wasn't great.
KO carried him through it.
He did. He
Yeah.
did carry him. The crowd was super into it. But if we know anything from watching Triple H, he doesn't do anything super fast. The Bloodline thing took years for this thing to play
The crowd
out.
was super into it. It was also the opener.
Yeah, it was also a foreign, whatever, German show or whatever they're doing.
Right.
But it's just going to be one of those deals where it's going to play out. It's not going to happen overnight. He's not going to pull the trigger on it. They're going to give it the slow build. He's going to lose. He's going to lose again. He's going to save him a few times. And somewhere along the line, Cody's going to inadvertently hit KO. It's going to happen in a tag match somewhere. He's going to hit him with something, cost him a match, and KO is going to snap, and we're going to get it. We're going to be off to the races.
This is what we need to be doing, a video podcast, because I don't believe you.
You don't think it's going to
My
happen?
face says that.
Yeah. Well, all right, what do you think's going to happen? They're just going to shuffle
I
KO
think
back out
I
the
think they're just going to move on.
Just
KO
gonna
had a
act like
match
it
and
didn't
got
happen.
really close and good for him, and now Cody's just so much stronger and blah, 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 blah. Awful.
That's
Pointless,
terrible.
stupid match.
All right, well, tell us how you really feel.
I feel like it was pointless and stupid.
What'd you think, Corey?
yeah, the whole from the get-go with that one, I was just like, that was just like a poorly put together idea for a match. Just hey, let's have a match. The match had its moments, Yeah, I don't know. I think it was kind of pointless. It'll be a stretch to get him to the heel turn.
It was just another hey, look how strong Cody is when he's really not. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about Cody and Cody sucking, deviating slightly from the script from Bash in Berlin, I don't want to have to bring up Cody Rhodes more than once. So let's go ahead and get this out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go ahead because I love this.
The American, what is it? American Nightmare. Some band named that out there. Is that?
Yeah. Once again, proof that there is nothing original about Cody Rhodes, including his stupid gimmick and his dumbass tattoo.
Has anybody listened to the band?
No.
No, I don't want to. I don't care.
Yeah,
it just
okay.
all it takes is the fact that that guy has the right to sue them to tell me that one more thing about Cody Rhodes is fake as shit,
So,
and he has no original thoughts, and there's nothing original. He steals all his moves, and he's a fucking jabroni. And I'm done talking about it. Thank you.
all right. Did you read the agreement he had with the band?
Yeah, it said he can't use it to sell merch.
He said
That's basically what it said. He's been doing it forever.
If he uses the name Cody Rhodes has to be, or his face or likeness somehow has to be 75% of the graphic or something, and the American Made or what is it, American Nightmare, whatever he is.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's got to be on there. It's terrible. But also, he paid him $30,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He had this deal, so
That was cheap.
yeah, that's pretty cheap for that. But at the
Yeah.
same time, he just said screw it and just went ahead, and they're doing what they want anyway.
Now they're going to get sued.
They're just going to pay him off.
That's fine. Pay him off.
Yeah.
It just all it did was bring it out into the light that again, there's nothing unique or original about Cody Rhodes. That's all.
Yeah, WWE kind of put them on hold over there as they're like, hey, you can't do that. And they're just like, yep, I'm ignoring what you're saying over there. And now it's like, nope, we're going. We're going to get more money.
I'm just focusing on what my point has been all along. That's all.
Okay, so when was the last time you did like Cody Rhodes?
Probably Ring of Honor, Bullet Club-ish Cody Rhodes. I didn't mind.
When he had the match with Kenny and
Yeah.
New Orleans
Yeah,
WrestleMania,
and the matches
30
with Nick
weekend
Aldis
or
were
whatever.
good. Like, I liked Cody back then.
Okay.
But again, he wasn't trying to be something he's not, which is the head of everything in WWE, top of all of wrestling.
Yeah.
That's not who you are.
Right up there with Rock.
You are mid-card, upper mid-card at best. That's who he is.
So do you
And that's saying after you've already shown in the past that you could barely hold the mid-card. Yes, you went and reinvented yourself enough to be the top of the mid-card. But you did not reinvent yourself enough to be on the same level as, like you said, a Rock or even Roman Reigns.
Right.
well,
or
do
any
you,
of
do you
these
think
people.
we're going to see Cody turn heel before KO then?
I don't know why he's not heel, because he's just boring as shit as a babyface. But I understand. The reason it is because he wants to be John Cena too.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, John's getting old. We need somebody new. Let's get this weird serial killer looking asshole to come in and do it. I don't know why people are buying into it. And every time he comes out and does that pop-up smile, it terrifies the shit out of me. Because I feel like he has bodies in his crawl space. And he has skin-covered lampshades. He's creepy as shit.
Okay.
And people are buying his merch.
Well-
I'm terrified about the state of our country. And the world, quite frankly. I just quoted Trump. Quite frankly,
Oh.
and the world.
Cutting that.
It's terrifying. Quite frankly, Cody Rhodes is terrifying. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
All right, look.
And I'm never going to change my mind. I've tried.
All right, so anyway, we're done talking about Cody Rhodes. What else
Thank
happened?
God.
What else happened on Bash in Berlin?
Rhea and Damien versus Liv and Dom.
Okay, that was excellent.
Yep.
That was fun. I thought it was
No,
good.
that was good, man.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Good match. It was fun. Everything worked the way they were doing it. The whole Rhea and Liv thing, I'll watch them fight all night, every night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea did the pretzel pin.
Yeah, she
That's
did.
what she's calling it now.
But I mean,
Everybody's
before
okay
that,
with
we had a pretty convincing false finish where it looked like Dom was about to get the win on Priest.
Yep.
I thought that was it. The interference shot, whatever, frog splash, looked like it was going to be good.
It's because we all want it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're ever going to give it to us.
But,
No.
I mean, I was okay with how it went too. It was no problem with Rhea getting that pin. Yeah, that was good. She got hit the riptide on her, got her in the pretzel pin. It was good. It was good stuff.
And Dom, like I said, I don't think they're ever going to give us the Dom we want. They keep teasing it.
Wait, what Dom do you want?
I want a successful Dom. I want Dom to win some. I want Dom to start getting a push other than just, hey, look how loud we can yell when he comes out and talks. It's
Dom,
never going to go
no.
any further if you don't let him start winning some matches.
Dom is a chicken shit heel.
Exactly. So was Eddie Guerrero at one point, but he won matches.
Yeah, Dom wins. He beat his dad twice just recently.
Yeah, in 5 years.
Look, the way they're booking him right now is perfect. I have no problem with how they're booking Dominic.
I don't have a problem with how they're booking him, but I think we need
He's
to
the
evolve
most
after
over
a while.
heel in the company right now.
Yes,
It's
so
the-
let him
it has
win
been
some more
for a while.
matches.
I don't think it matters if he wins.
You know what I would love to see? I'd love to see Dom go after the U.S. title with LA Knight. That would be super fun.
I think he's already above that.
You would think so, but you have to win matches to be above that. He's not winning matches.
Well, I don't have a problem with how he's portrayed. I think they've
Well-
done a pretty good job.
You and I disagree again.
Disagree on that. All right, Corey, where are you at? How are they booking Dom? You think it matters that he's losing? I don't think it matters.
It doesn't totally matter, but I'm on the same page of, let him cheat and win some matches.
Please.
He is winning, though. So I'm not saying he's
Well,
not
yeah.
winning them all, but he's getting some wins.
He's winning like 2 out of 40.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
minimal.
Well,
And I'm just saying, it's time to start pulling the plug a little bit. Let's let him get some more wins. And I don't care how he does it. Roll up, feet on the ropes, great. All the more better. Pull the tights, love that. It makes him more of a shitheel. But let him win.
okay.
Because now it's just all talk, and nobody really respects him. And I would like for them to have to respect him every once in a while.
You want to see him win. You don't really care by any means necessary as long
Absolutely.
as he gets. Well, needless to
Please.
say, he just beat Ray twice just in the last few weeks.
Yeah, Ray's 75 years old, and he's his dad. He's going to put him over.
That's still his biggest feud.
It shouldn't be at this
Yeah,
point.
it shouldn't.
It shouldn't be at this
So it
point.
needs to evolve a little bit. We need to see some
That's what I'm
evolution.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah, let him
I think
evolve
what
a
they're
little
doing
bit.
works. The crowd reaction, he's obviously getting it. He's getting the most heat out of anybody.
I mean, yes
in
and no,
wrestling.
but I'm also kind of getting over the he can't talk thing. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
It's running a little long with some
Yeah.
of that. All right, so evolution of Dom be damned. What else happened on the show?
Gunther and Randy Orton, right?
That was okay. I honestly didn't really love that.
It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
going to be way hard hitting more than it was.
It fell a little short for me.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get the weird roll up with the shoulders up, so that was nice. But
Right? Choked him out clean or whatever.
yeah, I've heard a lot of people upset about that.
About what?
I mean, Randy Orton would never get choked out clean. Well, he did.
Oh, yeah. No,
Because
that's-
there's a lot of people that just hate Gunther. People act like he's as overrated as Cody Rhodes, and we all know nobody's as overrated as Cody Rhodes. But there's a lot of people on the X that are up in arms about it because they just think that Gunther is being pushed down our throats and he's not that good. And I disagree. I think he's great.
Oh, he's fantastic.
So I think he deserves what he's getting. I think he's in the exact right spot, but I guess I'm in the minority. Average match, we could probably move on from that.
Yeah,
Not much
let's,
else to report, right?
Yeah, let's. No, that match is done. Let's talk about the Witch Girls, man. They lost their belts.
Let's talk about the Witch Girls.
What's
You
their-
and I are in agreement that Isla Dawn is great,
See, I
and
still
Alba
don't-
Fire is a solid worker.
I still don't know their names. I know one of them is super hot,
Isla Dawn,
and the other one is kind of not.
Alba Fire, she's a great worker.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
great
the proper tag
One's
team?
hot, one's good wrestling.
Yeah, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair won the belts back. Great. Don't really care.
Yeah.
We just all want to see them feud.
Look, what's the name of their tag team? They have a name. The Witch Girls. I call them the Witches. I don't know their name. I've seen it. But I don't
Ooh.
know.
Do they have a name?
They have some kind of name.
I think they do, but
I feel like Witch
I
Girls
saw
are
it.
much
I saw
better.
it
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
graphic. Is
yeah.
why I'm like, I
feel
that's
like
not
I go
what
with
thought
Witch
it was.
Girls.
Yeah.
Witch Girls is pretty good. I didn't think that match was bad. But,
She's a witch girl. Sorry, go ahead.
once they got Jade out of the match, it was pretty good. When the girls took out, they took her out. They isolated Bianca. It was actually a good
How much
classic
longer
tag
do you
team
think
match
Bianca's okay being in a tag team?
until WrestleMania.
You think that long?
No, they're going to go to Mania. They're
to
gonna-
go to
they're
Mania,
gonna
then they.
They're going to turn them at the Rumble.
Turn- yeah.
Jay's gonna eliminate
Jade's
her in
putting
the Rumble.
Bianca out at the Rumble.
Okay.
We're gone.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so we
that's-
can move on from
I'm
this.
calling that now. We're still talking about the Witch Girls some more.
I don't have a problem going. I was talking to you about the Witch Girls before you knew who they were
Okay, well,
because of Isla Dawn.
yeah. Well, she's a baddie. Yeah. So I think they, not to get ahead of ourselves, but on Raw, I think they won a contenders match. Where
They did.
They're coming back.
They're a good tag team.
So
And that's what I was so frustrated when we first started doing this, is because they were NXT tag champions, and then they were SmackDown tag champions.
are they?
I didn't like
ones-
the fact that they lost their belts and then had to win a contenders match to get a rematch. I was like, "What the shit
Are
is
they
that?"
the
all-
ones that got
Like,
called up as tag champs and then
Yeah.
lost to Ronda and
I
Shayna
guess, I don't know.
Baszler?
I
or
forget. I try to
whoever
forget
it
all
was?
the Ronda stuff.
they got called up from NXT, then lost the belts like the same week they got called up or something.
Yep. Yeah, something like
Okay,
that.
that checks out. Either way, yay, Witch Girls. What do we think about Jade and Bianca? We already went over that kind of.
It's boring.
Where do they go from here with the rank?
And we can say, and I can say it again. I hate Jade's entrance.
I don't mind her entrance. What do you hate about her
There's a
entrance?
storm coming, but it's so
that
cheesy and
part-
stupid.
Look,
My lord.
That's a very AEW-esque entrance.
Her AEW entrance was better,
Yeah.
Music,
that's a rare win. But AEW wins that one all day, every day.
All right. Like, what else happened on the show? We got to get to what Punk and McIntyre happened. Strap match
Yeah.
that happened.
We got to get to that. Do we need to get something else before that? Am I missing something? No, Punk and McIntyre
That's
is all
it,
that's
yeah.
left, right?
Yeah, that was pretty good. The finish.
It was fun, and I like that the way they did a lot of the fake finishes, I guess you would call it, where you thought somebody was going to get it. And
Right,
they did some really good stuff.
The first
in
thing
there.
I want to say is I absolutely hated the stupid stoplights they had up there on the turnbuckles.
Well,
The red, the lights. That was terrible. Just having them slap the turnbuckle.
some people
when the
can't
ref
count,
called it. I know.
so you got to dumb it down for
It
them.
looked like it just looked terrible. I hated that.
Do you like the fact that Punk is undefeated in strap matches?
I was
You
unaware
like
of
that?
Who else? I knew we beat Amaga. I saw that. Who else did we
Yeah,
beat?
somebody back in Ring of Honor, right?
Yeah. Trying to, God, I'm trying to
His
remember.
first belt he won. Was it Ring of Honor or was it before that?
I think it was Ring of Honor. But what? Yeah, it's got to be Ring of Honor. I just don't remember who it was.
He won it in a strap match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, he's undefeated in strap
Yeah.
matches.
Well, look, he hit like the GTS 5 times on McIntyre. or
Yeah, it
something.
gets that. You know how I feel about that.
Oh, none of them look good. We're Punk guys. We all like Punk here, right? You Punk guys? We're all Punk guys?
We're all Punk guys.
Okay, it didn't look good. None of those
No.
GTSs look good.
Well, he's had 2 matches in like 2 years, right? It's been a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got the Performance Center at his disposal.
Yeah, but all he does in the Performance Center is hang out with Roxanne and
Yeah. Hang out with the girls.
Cora Jade. That's all he does.
Yeah.
Don't blame him there.
I don't blame him either, but he's got AJ Lee at home. Tread lightly. That's what I'm saying. Tread lightly.
Yeah.
I just think if the dude's too big to do the move right too, don't do it 5 times.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Do we transition into Raw from there?
Well, I got one thing. So
ahead, please.
it was you had to hit each quarter without any interruptions.
Correct.
But after Drew was hitting it, Punk was hitting him. So when that interrupted, yeah,
One would think.
you won with 8. So that was a kind of like I'm glazing over that one because
You know what? They had a good time.
here's what they should have done. They should
They
have
had a good time.
They should have just scrapped the whole stupid strap match and done a dog collar match, and just gone full Piper Valentine.
Yeah, but he just did that with MJF
Yeah.
not too long ago, so I think they were afraid of being like, oh, you're just copying what you did in AEW, burp, burp, like they do, because everything's tribalism and everything's one versus the other.
It still would have been better. Stupid red light stop match,
Yeah.
strap match.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, you could have just had a street fight,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they have those every week.
Could have just had a street fight.
Okay. Look, transition to Raw. What you got on Raw?
Well, I was just saying transition. Punk comes out on Raw, gets in the ring. I had a big match, Raw. Did you guys love it? Yay, everybody. I love everybody. This is great. Hey, I'm going to go for the title. I've got Drew's in my rearview mirror. I beat him. Everything's done. Got the bracelet back. All's good in the world, right? Let me go down here and talk to Joe Tessitore, the new commentator. Here comes Drew McIntyre in a hoodie, which, by the way, I love the fact that Joe Tessitore didn't sit there and act like a fucking idiot and go, who is this? He was 4 feet in front of me. He goes, that's Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, right.
In a hoodie.
It was fantastic. Props to Joe Tessitore.
Yeah.
Welcome to the team.
Imagine if old Vinnie Mac had been in his cans for that call.
Oh my God. Who is it? Yeah, he said looks like Drew McIntyre. Oh,
Eat him in
I'm
dough.
going to shit on him. Yeah. Too soon? Sorry. Documentary's coming on Netflix, guys. You can check it out.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll see how.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I love that. And then Drew attacks him, and now he goes in the ring, beats him up, takes the bracelet, breaks it, and now we're still in this feud.
He breaks it and he shoves it down his throat.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm okay still being in this feud because I don't think Punk's ready to be in the title scene yet.
No.
He's
no.
still got some rust.
Yeah.
And I love we're all Punk people.
Yeah, we're all Punk guys.
No.
But he ain't ready.
We calls
No.
him like we sees him.
No.
Well, how's he going to take one of those Gunther chops?
He's gonna turn to dust.
His chest is going
Let's
to
not do
swell
this
up
yet.
so big.
Let's not do this yet.
No.
That's 6 months. maybe
Yes,
a year.
yes.
Don't get hurt.
Yeah.
We'll see. So I'm fine with it. But what are they going to do next? Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell? Because I'm here for it.
Which one is? One's in Atlanta, right? Isn't one just
Yeah,
coming
Bad
up?
Blood.
Bad Blood. That's in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
There's literally, I checked, there's nothing in September,
Okay.
which is very weird.
Yeah.
Bad Blood's first beginning of October. And I had to check because my wife wants to go out of town to see the in-laws. So I had to check because I was like, not on a pay-per-view weekend. So
Priorities.
she knows.
Yep.
I actually have a calendar I put together and I put all the pay-per-views that I can find for the year. And I say, this is when we can't go out of town to see the in-laws. And she goes, cool. And then we work around.
Understandings. All right. What else
Don't
happened? on
judge
Raw?
me.
What else we got?
That was we're in Raw now.
Yeah. You get
So
you get a
I
cheat
don't
sheet
know.
for Raw?
Raw was.
we have
I
to use
don't
our
remember.
brains.
a lot
I
of
got
it.
something. Did you
Okay.
see on X where I think it was Drew talking about the bracelets?
Yes, it's so hard for me to call it X. By the way,
Yeah.
the little girl that made him the bracelet.
Yes.
Go ahead, tell the story. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Drew
it's-
is masterful on X right now.
Yeah, he like laid into the girl for making the bracelets.
He said, "Punk's blood is on your hands."
Oh, that's
Yes.
fantastic.
But the girl said,
The girl came back with, I can't remember what the
5
time-
minutes 46 seconds. That's all she responded.
yeah.
which is
But
the
she
time
actually
he had the
roasted
belt.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. The time
She
he
roasted
had
him, so I was just like,
Yeah.
mic drop on her.
the entire duration of his championship reign at WrestleMania.
It was great.
Before you lost.
I guess we could transition, from Drew to Wade Barrett because Wade Barrett's been trying to control Drew. But Wade Barrett opened the show and introduced Joe Tessitore, and that was great. I know Corey and I are big sports fans. Joe Tessitore, we're very familiar with him. I think he's going to do a great job.
I think he will.
I think he'll do a great job.
I literally had absolutely no clue who that guy was when he came out. Like, I'd never heard his name in my life.
Right.
We had Ripley come out and say they're not done with the Judgment Day, yada, yada, yada. We already knew that.
Yeah.
What else do we really need to get to? Mysterio made excuses, said they were jet lagged. That's why they lost the match.
Okay. Look, we got to the big story there. We had some Intercontinental title, whatever. Nobody cared about that. But the main event was Jey Uso teaming up with Damian Priest.
Yes.
And Rhea
Yeah.
Ripley put the team together. Rhea had the bum leg. We shot the gimmick in the middle of the show where Liv took her leg out or whatever.
Yeah, I want to say for the record, I think that they took on the Judgment Day, who haven't defended the titles, I think, twice in 72 days.
Okay.
Can we stop doing this shit and just defend our belts, everybody? That'd be great.
Somewhere that would be good. Who won that?
Uso and Priest.
Okay, so they beat the
They
tag
beat the
champs?
champions in a non-title match.
Okay,
Yeah. Of course it was a non-title match, right?
sure.
That was the biggest thing that really happened, right? I mean, Braun Strowman came in, he's like, I'm hurt, but I can still go, and they let him fight, and he won the match, which he probably shouldn't have.
Who do you
Right.
think was going to win that before? Think Bronson would have won that match?
Probably.
Yeah.
And they just
I think Bronson should have won that match because
Yeah,
you spent all this
totally.
time pushing him to be a monster.
Well, Bronson
then-
got
now-
pulled from the match from COVID, and Braun Strowman was his
Right.
replacement.
Right. So it's just like, what's the point again? Like, I fail to understand the point sometimes. Is Braun going to go all the way and then Bronson's going to cost him in the final?
You think there's money in
And then they're going to have a Bronson match?
Braun Strowman versus Steiner?
Maybe it could be Braun versus Braun Breaker versus Bronson Reed, and the winner gets to keep the name Braun.
Look, I would actually watch that match.
I would too. It would be a big, beefy man slapping meat match, right?
Pull out Butch Reed.
Maybe you'd have to have Big E calling the commentary on that one.
Ooh.
American Alpha,
Which
or I'm sorry,
I'm going to
American.
say they should be using him so much because he's great at mic.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of him, his replacement got fired by WWE this past week for
That he
domestic
did.
violence.
That he did.
Man, he actually
Yeah.
got fired for that?
Odyssey, Odyssey's gone.
man, he's gone.
I know you were a big
Yeah.
fan, but
Yeah, I
you know
love that
more.
guy. You picked up both of them
And
talking
let's
to
be
Razor
honest,
Boys
I
and dumped
wonder
them.
if Xavier Woods had anything to do with it. I'm just gonna throw it out
Hey,
there.
look, he already told you I had nothing to do with it on Twitter.
He did say that.
He did.
American Made defeated American or Alpha Academy. Nobody cares. Anybody care? Do you care? I
No,
don't care.
not in the sleep.
Let's see. Oh yeah,
Nope, don't even. I didn't want to talk
Selena
about that.
Vega, Shayna Baszler, big
All right,
huge match.
Wait. Hey, post match promo though, we had Sonya Deville on there talking about how no man in the crowd can take them home.
It's true.
It's true.
Which is
It's
true.
true.
a good
Nor
line.
would they attempt to.
That was okay. Yeah, there you go. That was a good line, and then the follow up to that, I agree.
We had Dragon Lee, Dragunov, Dominic Mysterio. As much as I would love to see Dominic win, we all knew that wasn't going to happen.
No.
So, Dragunov's the right choice. I'm still never been sold on Dragon Lee. I'm never going to be sold on Dragon Lee.
See, I'm not sold on Dragon Lee because he dumped Hiromu Takahashi on his head and busted his neck.
But I just don't understand the fascination with him. There's nothing special about him at
As
all.
crazy as that looked, I'm like, I can't, like, how are you going to throw somebody on their neck like that? So for me, I'm done with that dude anyway.
And you're a big fan of Ilya anyway, right? You like Ilya?
Yeah, I like Ilya.
Ilya's good.
I don't think he's going to, be, champ anytime soon. He's
good mid.
He's probably going to win the tournament and get smashed by old.
There's their name.
Braun Breaker.
They're not called the Witch Girls or them witches. It's
Unholy
Unholy Union.
Which I'm okay with.
Okay, Unholy Union.
They beat Damage Control. Moving on.
Yeah.
I'm still going to call them the Witch Girls.
Witch Girls works better for me.
Yep.
We had the new challenger for Gunther's world title. It's going to be Sami Zayn. Where are you guys with that?
I've seen the internet's not a fan of this.
Well, I mean, we just went through this for the IC title, right?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Right.
I don't really care, to be honest. I'm sure it'll be a good match, but it's another one that Sammy's not going to win.
Correct.
Gunther's going to smash him, so we're
Correct.
just going to be going through the motions this entire program. So I hope it's short.
I do too.
Right.
It's done. So that's Raw. Did anybody learn anything?
No.
No? Okay,
not a
good.
fan.
Unholy Union, but
Oh, yeah, we
learned what their names
their
were.
Okay.
Yeah. Raw was kind of as pointless as the Cody KO match. All In. You want to talk about All In? We need to move to AEW at some point.
Let's do it.
Okay. All In. By the way, I haven't finished Dynamite, but you know how I feel about Willow Nightingale. Do me a favor. Watch the backstage promo when they have Willow and Mark Briscoe and Kyle O'Reilly, everybody back there. While Mark Briscoe's doing his thing, just watch her face. Because it seems like she's having a seizure. I just want you to watch it so you can fully understand again why I'm like, why is she on my television?
That's what it's like watching her matches, too.
Speaking of which, she had a match where she was teaming with Ishii, which I'm sure you love.
Yeah, that's great, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And they defeated Statlander and Stokely Hathaway.
Look, first off, to get started here, I said I wasn't going to get this pay-per-view.
We both did.
We said we weren't going to get it.
And then we both got it.
And we
and
both
watched
got
it.
the pay-per-view because we are both in an abusive relationship with professional wrestling.
But I'm
we
telling
all three
you,
of
I'm
us.
not getting the one this weekend.
Yeah, I said that. Well, you know what? I didn't get this one
We'll
last year.
see.
This
I'm
is
not
the one
getting the pay-per-view this weekend.
That's the one I didn't get last year.
Because my pet peeve is the fact that they give it 2 weeks apart. And they're like, no, give us all of your money. Where I'm like, WWE, I pay $10 a month for Peacock or whatever, 12 now. And I get all of them. Figure it out, AEW. I'm tired of paying $50 a pop for your pay-per-views.
But we did get it. We all watched it.
We
Did you
did
watch
get
all? You watched the show?
Did you watch
a little
it?
bit of the show?
Yeah, I watched.
Okay. So we all have informed opinions.
Do you
on
know
this
why I
show.
got it?
Why'd you get it?
It's three letters. You know why I get these things. It's MJF. That's the only reason I get
It
these
had
things.
no bearing in me ordering it whatsoever.
That's the only reason I got it.
I was even saying I wasn't going to order it.
And
I
he's
was,
wrestling Daniel Garcia this weekend. I'm like, I'm not going to get it.
I was home from
He's
work.
going to win.
I had nothing else literally to do. I was sitting there and I'm like, I'm an adult. I go to work. I make money. I'm going to order the wrestling pay-per-view. I don't care. What's $50, $60? I've spent it on worse things. So
That's true.
That's my rationale. So I'm like, I'm off. I might as well watch
Put that
it.
on a record.
And literally last second, decided, okay, let's get it. Let's order it. Impulse decision. Watch the show. The pre-show, it was not good. The pre-show matches, the deal with Ishii and that whole thing, the conglomeration. I'm on record. I hate that.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid. The pairing and just in general of all these people.
Willow's just so cringy. I don't understand why. I don't. Whatever.
Kyle O'Reilly,
Keep going. Let's
Warren.
go.
Stokely was fun.
Stokely's great.
Yeah.
He hit that spine buster.
Yeah,
Stokely's must-see
So
TV.
he got his moment. That was the only good thing, out of this whole deal. And Ishii, I loved watching this dude in New Japan years ago, but he's just spent, man. He's got nothing. He doesn't look good out there, and it's sad.
The man's getting paid. That's what this is about.
He's got that quarter tank just running it dry each
All
week.
right. I'm going to skip the Von Erichs match.
I didn't even know what
Right.
was that. I even
Von
watched the
Erichs,
pre-show.
Sammy Guevara, and Shibata, and Dustin Rhodes
Yeah.
against the Undisputed Kingdom and
yeah.
Cage of Agony.
So I did not watch this match. I watched the whole pay-per-view. I watched the first match on the pre-show.
I don't think I watched that because I think if I remember correctly, I had some meat on my smoker and I was dealing with that.
Literally,
I think I skipped it.
I went to make tacos.
Yeah. Pac and Blackpool Combat Club. defeated the Patriarchy for the World Trios Championship.
That was on the pre-show?
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
probably eating the tacos. I didn't watch that.
Yeah.
So.
And the House of Black,
I
sorry.
said we have informed opinions. I lied.
We can move to the main show. You ready
Yeah,
for the
let's
main
go
show?
for that.
Mariah May and Timeless Tony Storm.
Okay. See, that was good.
Okay, well, I know why you liked it.
Yeah.
Did you actually enjoy the match?
No.
Okay.
I thought the match actually left a little to be desired.
I also thought it did.
But it was the right outcome. Mariah May got the belt. That's all that really matters by any means necessary. I was kind of upset that we didn't have any Mina. You know,
She
they
should have,
showed her
100% should have been in there. But she
neutral
was in the
corner.
crowd.
Do the WrestleMania 5, put her in the neutral corner. They built
She
the
should be on my
storyline
television every time I see the initials AEW.
every single time.
Every single time.
Every day.
Yeah.
So that was.
We're all in agreement.
We showed her
Yes,
in
we
the
are.
crowd, like, oh, she's watching the match.
Unless I'm sitting in the crowd next to her, I don't want to see her in the crowd.
Bring her out. So that was a missed opportunity.
Bring her out.
Bring her out.
See what I can do. Hook,
Oh, this was terrible.
Chris Jericho with
Terrible.
Big Bill and Brian Keith.
The whole segment was trash. The match was garbage. Probably Hook's worst match.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what it was. It was trash.
Hook defeated Chris Jericho and got the Fuck the World Championship back.
Yes, he did.
That's the only good thing about
For his
this.
daddy.
Is Hook got the belt back. But yeah, that match. I mean, am I wrong? Did you enjoy that?
No.
No.
Okay.
I did enjoy the next match, which you did not, when the Young Bucks defeated FTR and the Acclaimed by pinfall. Because you hate the Young Bucks and you hate the Acclaimed.
And the fun thing about that is I didn't watch that match either.
Yeah.
Even in the middle of a pay-per-view.
I like all three of those teams, so I thought it was fun.
went-
It was not as good as I wanted it to be, but it was still entertaining.
I took my dogs outside. And,
I'm so
did some
glad
other
you.
things.
I'm so glad you paid for the pay per view.
Yeah, you know, that's my prerogative.
Christian Cage won the Casino Gauntlet match
Yeah, I hated this
for a
team.
future AEW World Championship match
So we all like
by
Christian.
pinning Kyle O'Reilly.
We all love Christian, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
So is anyone
it's
excited?
raining Goldage every time I
Wait,
see
what,
it.
what title is this for?
He gets a champion. He gets an international championship.
International.
Yeah.
Okay, so who has that?
That's Okada, right?
I thought this was like for the world title. Like we were gonna have to see.
Doesn't Okada have the international, or does he have the continental? No,
No.
Ospreay has the
Ospreay.
international. So Christian
Yeah.
Cage against
Somebody
Will Ospreay.
pause and call Philip.
No, I'm not calling Philip.
Sort this out.
No, we've sorted it out.
See,
Yeah, because it was.
Because Ospreay beat MJF to
Yeah, I
win
was
the
gonna say
American
MJF
Championship,
changed
which
the
is
name.
actually the international.
Yes.
Okay. See, I was thinking he was gonna face Danielson.
No.
I'm like, we've already probably seen that, and it just didn't.
No,
doesn't do
Luke
anything
Perry's
for me.
kid's going to face Danielson. It's going to be great.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Just watched his dad in Fifth Element this week when I had no cable.
hey, there you go.
Speaking of his
Fantastic.
dad, Christian Cage. I like
Oh.
it. Well done. Will Ospreay and MJF. That's the next match. I enjoyed the match. It wasn't
Yeah.
everything I wanted it to be, but
No.
it's always going to be good because Ospreay and MJF are always good. They're
Yeah,
always
it
good.
delivered. It was pay-per-view quality match there.
Yeah,
I don't have
it
anything
was-
negative to say about that.
If I'm going to be honest with you, it was the best match of the night. And I know I'm going to get arguments, but we'll get to the main event, and I have a lot of issues
the
with the
main-
main event. We'll get there.
Oh yeah. Okay, sure.
Mercedes Moné defeated Dr. Britt Baker
Terrible
by
match.
pinfall in a botch fest, horrible match.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not supposed to say botch, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. We as fans.
If you
watched
paid
this,
me as much as they get paid,
it was trash.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm still not on the.
It wasn't a good match. They had no
Monet is a good
chemistry.
wrestler page.
At this
She
point,
sure used to be a
we
good
have
wrestler.
we have to look at the smoke and mirrors that WWE used to get her over to the extent that she was.
Yes.
Because she
I
was
agree.
a superstar, but yet we take her out of that machine and she's completely.
She was a
floundering.
superstar when she was in the ring against Bayley or Charlotte or Becky Lynch. Insert name here.
Somebody that can carry the match.
She did her
And
part
put
though.
them over.
Name the other matches that she had that were classics. I'll wait.
Yeah.
I mean, but who else?
Crickets.
Who else in WWE's women's division that doesn't have those
Asuka?
names has had a classic match?
Asuka
Yeah.
You know, we love Asuka. What are her classic matches?
against Charlotte.
That's still Charlotte though.
Yeah, but I think Asuka had a bit to do with it.
I think Asuka was booked best when she was just cremating people.
Yeah,
When she was going out and just killing them on,
Right.
on NXT.
I
That's
agree.
the best run she's had.
yeah.
So, all right.
Moving on.
Yeah, move on.
Jack Perry
No,
squashed
I don't
Darby
know.
Allin in a coffin match. And you know what? I was here for it.
Yeah.
Because I am sick and tired of the Darby Allin worship. He is Jeff Hardy 3.0, and I like him better than Jeff Hardy, but let's stop acting like he needs to be like a top-tier AEW guy. He's a stuntman.
Yeah. He's entertaining.
And I know you don't like Jack Perry, but Jack Perry can actually wrestle. And I
don't
hate his
really like either one of them.
I don't hate his new gimmick. I like that they're doing this with him rather than Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
And I like that he squashed him. I did not, however, like that somebody who retired 4 months ago walked down to the ring and got physically involved with a bunch of wrestlers. And everybody wants me to go, oh, cool, it's Sting. No, bullshit, it's Sting. He shouldn't be at the pay-per-view. He had a whole show devoted to him quitting the business.
Oh, he wasn't,
What the fuck?
He wasn't wrestling. He was just making the
He
same.
was wrestling. What do you call it when he goes in there and starts beating the shit out of everybody?
He didn't have a match. He never said he wasn't going to be
stay
involved
the fuck
anymore.
away.
Yeah.
Go retire. Go fishing. Do something.
I honestly didn't remember it happened until you just brought it
It
back.
pisses me off. Like, I'm just sick of it.
Well, he's got to stick
Retire.
around. He's got to stick around AEW because
Why?
his son is being trained.
It's not.
Who's training his son?
Trying to remember who it is. There's a couple of them.
I'm sick of it.
Which one of the sons?
Darby might be one of them.
Oh no.
Darby's not his son.
No. No, not son. Try to think because there was just a picture I saw on Instagram of.
Did you
all
like
of them.
Sting's spray on hair that he had that night?
He put that line,
Brother.
that cardboard up to it and just sprayed
Brother.
it.
It's looked better than he did in his last match.
Bro. No, he did not. All right, main event. Bryan Danielson, Swerve Strickland for the world title.
All right. Right off the bat, you said you have problems with this in the booking, so go ahead and shoot.
There were 642 false finishes in this match that were fucking unnecessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
He hit Swerve with the, how do you say, the bazooka of the knee.
Yeah.
The Bukkake knee?
At one time, he hit Swerve with it, and Swerve shook it off by just brushing it off his shoulder. Get
that was
the
terrible.
fuck out of here.
He put down Triple H and Cena with that.
Thank
move.
you.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
Swerve hit him with 17 finishes.
I'm not a Swerve guy, man. Like
I know you're not,
that
but you
we're-
can't be. I'm not a Swerve guy when Danielson shook off like 6 Swerve finishes. This whole match was bullshit.
Yeah, it was not.
And it was like the first 5 or 6 minutes were great, and then after that I was like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. And everybody's like, oh, it's a 7-star match. Well, then
Oh, it was certainly not.
this is why I don't get the AEW craziness right now, because they keep doing the same thing over and over. And it wasn't necessary. You could have done multiple other things in that match and still got to the finish. It would have been a great match.
Right.
So I just get really tired of it. And it bothered me, and I almost turned it off. After the third or fourth one, I was like, I'm not going to watch the rest of this match.
Well, so the finish there, Danielson finally got him with what? What did he beat him?
And then I'm going to go ahead and say this again. You didn't need to make Swerve tap out.
Oh, he tapped out.
He tapped out.
There we go. Okay.
He could pass out,
Yeah.
then you keep him strong. He tapped out, and then you went back and put him in the feud that he was in before he won the world title. So it's almost like, oh, well, we take the world title and you're back to where you were before that. This is stupid. This is horrible booking. Sorry, go ahead. It
So me
bothered me.
not being a Swerve guy, I'm just happy that Danielson won because we are collectively we're Danielson people here. Yes,
I think Danielson's a great wrestler.
I think he's fantastic. I like
I'm
him.
over it.
Yeah,
over
he's almost done. You got to ride the final wave on the way out. So he deserved the title. It's helping AEW.
He deserved the title when he first got to the company.
Yeah, he was. Dude, there's no reason they didn't put it on him when he came in. He was like super hot heel, killing everybody, stomping everyone's head in. They should put the belt on him right then and there.
Like right now when he has it, I could care less.
Well, they've already ruined him. They've AEW'd it up, and that just is what it is.
Yep.
But the fact it would have been even worse had he retired without winning the belt. It's going to help them in the long term having his name on that belt. So.
Yep.
I didn't have a problem with him winning, but I was not a fan of the match either. I didn't think the show overall was very good. Do you have an opinion on the main event before we move on to the overall?
It was too many, false pins.
It's just way too much.
Too much. I did like doing it in front of his kids, the family,
Oh, yeah. Stomping him out.
stumping them out.
You
I
guys.
did look,
You guys.
What about when Danielson hulked up in the end?
I don't want to talk about it. Y'all can talk about it. I thought it was awful. I thought the whole thing was terrible. After about 7 minutes into that match, it was garbage.
All right, look, overall,
Meltzer's just in the corner just jerking off, and I'm like, this is terrible.
All In, where's it at the overall for you? 'Cause
It's
I
a
thought-
3 out of 5.
Okay.
I'll give it a 3.
Yeah.
You give it a 3 out of 5?
3.
I'd give it a 2.5 out of
Yeah.
5.
All right.
X gives it a 7.5 out of 5, but it's a 3. Solid 3.
Right down the middle. I enjoyed maybe 2 matches. I actually enjoyed.
What was your Bash at Berlin rating?
That was a good show. I thought Bash was fair.
Out of 5. What do you give it?
Probably 3.5 out of 5.
I'll go about 3.5.
Yeah, same. 3.
Yeah.
You know, didn't like the
It
place.
was
on fire.
100% a better show than All In.
Oh, for sure.
But
Without
nobody
doubt.
wants to hear that.
No,
And we're WWE favorite bullshit. I'm not. I like good wrestling, and I don't like bad wrestling. So, and there was more bad wrestling on AEW than there was on the WWE that night. Sorry, everybody. That's how that works. What else? Do y'all have any TNA? Because I don't get to watch it because
No,
I
I
have regular television.
No.
We have still Dynamite, man. We got to talk about that.
I haven't
bullshit
finished
thing.
Dynamite yet.
Yeah,
I
but
know
you know
that.
what happened.
I know that Swerve's childhood house got set on fire.
So do you think they could have let this angle breathe a little bit? They announced that morning that he bought the house and gave. I knew right then. I was like, oh, he's gonna burn his house.
Yeah, but
down.
can we just can we
They did it the same day.
Can we
The
stop?
same day.
Yeah.
So okay, can I ask? So next Wednesday, can I not find out that Hangman's in jail for fucking arson because it was on national television?
Oh.
Can we stop with this stuff?
It's terrible. And the fact that people think this is the greatest storyline in wrestling right now literally blows my mind. That people are really behind this. I think this is the best feud going.
It's too
I
far.
mean,
It's terrible.
We could go back to Brian Pillman with the gun. you
Right,
know?
but if you ask people what made WCW start winning the Monday Night Wars, it was because there was a sense of realism to it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Everybody agrees on that. So when you show me somebody sitting in front of a burning house drinking bourbon on national television and expect me to go, that's probably real.
Yeah.
Oh, you just
Then you're-
burned a house down,
Right.
and now you're going to be in a non-sanctioned cage match as your punishment.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just stop. You could have done it. The house could have been burning down and he could have just thought Hangman did it. But right?
You know,
We
yeah.
all would have known,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't have shown it.
It was
Well, we all
terrible.
would've
They had-
known.
but they had to. You know, they had to dumb it down for that level
I
of
don't
people.
see, but I don't play the dumb and
I
dumb.
know it. We
I don't play the dumb
we
and
don't.
dumb.
We don't.
We're
over
not all
here.
dumb.
No.
Some of us are, and sometimes I am. But most of the time I'm not.
And I'm not saying I don't like dumb things.
We all like some
like
dumb
dumb
things.
Yeah.
But this was just stupid.
It was very stupid. Very stupid.
And people are trying to act like, oh, over here on AEW, we're burning down houses, while on WWE,
When everybody says
we're,
AEW don't tell stories.
we're feuding over a friendship bracelet. Like, oh, this is the difference. This is greater than that. But I mean, what does it say
It
really?
is greater than that.
that WWE has made this angle around a friendship bracelet that sold out arenas. And what, 2 pay-per-views now they're going to go with this? And
Right,
they're gonna
but they
run the
also
storyline?
sold this storyline when one of the guys was hurt for 6 months and couldn't even compete.
Yeah.
And kept you invested because of an effing bracelet.
That's how brain dead these people are.
That's
is
how
they look at this
storytelling works, guys.
and they think that this one-day story they did of, oh, he bought the house and now it's burned down 12 hours
It's my
later.
lifelong dream to have this house.
And it's awful. And I
I don't know. They can't figure out what they're doing with Swerve because last week he was literally telling Hangman, remember when I broke into your house
Right.
and I was messing with your wife?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week I was supposed to be like, oh, cool, Swerve got his childhood home. Oh, what the hell's happening? Like, what? Who is he?
Yeah.
We all know Hangman's a lunatic.
Yeah, I was going to say they're just pushing more of Hangman being the lunatic. You know,
I
he's
don't
just
understand. I don't understand.
that crazy over the beef he has with Swerve.
He's just not on that level, man. Hangman Page is below Cody Rhodes level. Like
That's
well
not
below.
true.
Well below. Well
That's
below.
not true.
It's true on every level.
No, that's true in your head.
No,
but
at
not in
any,
real
any
world.
level there is. So, but
Pick any level there.
Any level there
in
is.
ring work.
I'll take Cody Rhodes.
You're dead. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. Really?
Yeah, for sure.
You've always been a Hangman hater, and that's fine. But to be a Cody lover,
I don't think you understand the levels, the depths that I go to.
I understand
not
that you went
watch
to Cody love for it.
Hangman and the Bucks. Like I got nothing for him, man.
Terrible take. That's a lap. Take a lap. That's a lap. It's horrific. Have you seen his vodka advertisements?
Who?
Cody Rhodes.
No.
That's your team right there.
He got-
Wheatley vodka, American Nightmare. It's so awful. He's just a terrible, terrible person.
Does the bottle look like the skull with the?
Well, what it is like you see him standing there and he's supposed to be like holding the bottle out, so the bottle looks like 7 feet tall. It's just a horrible.
Wow.
Everything he does is terrible. He has T-shirts with his dog on it
Yes, he does.
that looks like it's from the fairgrounds. Pharaoh. I rewatched some of those Rock promos recently from back then.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
the greatest wrestling.
Everything about it is dead on.
It's literally the best wrestling's been in like 20 years.
And it's gone now.
Final boss.
And
It's
we're
coming
stuck
back.
with fucking Cody
They're
Rhodes.
saying we could get Rock as early as the first SmackDown on USA.
Yeah, but you're also saying KO's going heel.
Yeah, it's slow burn, man.
That's next year.
Slow bird, like a year and a half from now, against somebody else. Not buying it. I hate it. I want Kevin Owens to leave the company.
I mean, yeah, there was that time that they,
After that match, I wanted him out.
yeah,
I was
just-
mad
he
after
just
that match. I
resigned,
tweeted
didn't
it.
yeah,
I
he
X'd it.
signed, yeah.
Yeah, he's back, man.
There was
He's not going
because
anywhere.
his contract was up and like they were like, hey,
Hey, we'd
Money's
like you to
over here.
job everybody
Hey,
for another 5 years. You're one of the best workers we have, but I want you to go ahead and put everybody over. Okay. Awful.
because yeah,
It infuriates
there
me.
because of Sammy.
Name 4 better workers in that company than Kevin Owens. Name them. I'll wait.
Yeah,
I mean, Randy Orton,
Okay?
there's one.
I'll give you that one.
Okay. Let's go 4. All right. You say Gunther's not there yet.
Nope.
What about McIntyre?
Nope.
You don't think
Not
so?
better than Kevin
I
Owens.
think Sheamus is better.
No.
No, not better than Kill. What's Sammy?
No, because KO's better on the mic.
What about Roman?
Better worker? No.
no,
Better presence and a bigger superstar? Yes. My opinions.
No.
I mean, I think Corey's agreeing with me.
We're going with it here. So KO, who's better than KO? We get Orton.
I'm just
so
saying,
far.
like, why is this guy kept to be the guy that puts the other people over? Is it because he chooses to? Because he's more of a family man?
I mean-
he just wants to get paid and be able to take time out and be with his family.
goes back to
I'm
the-
okay with that.
Goes back to the Ziggler role too. He's too good at what he does.
It pissed me off when they did it with Ziggler.
Yeah.
And KO is one of my favorite wrestlers in the world. And it's going to piss me off fucking tenfold. And him jobbing to Cody for no reason is infuriating. If there was a reason, like he beats him mercilessly with a chair afterwards, I'm okay with it.
So what has KO's storyline been the last 2 years?
Bloodline.
Getting beat by the Bloodline.
Okay, well, what was Cody's until he was given the title?
This whole story thing.
Was Bloodline.
Finishing his story and all that
Well,
crap.
I'm just saying, they were in the same story.
Yeah, but they're
It's just they gave Cody the belt because
they gotta
he's
swerve and do something
John Cena
with KO
2.0.
somewhere. They got to throw him a bone and give him some type of story to do something.
It was there. It's there now. They're not talking about it now. They're moving on.
That's what they want you to think.
You're giving WWE a lot of credit for being deep.
I'm not giving WWE a lot of credit. I'm giving Triple H a lot of credit for future planning, which is what he does.
How much
And it's
future?
coming.
How old's Kevin Owens? How much future we have to
He
wait?
signed a 5-year deal, so he's
Okay.
got at least 5 more. In
I don't want to watch him
So in-
Ziggler to people for 5 years.
In like 4 years,
I don't
we'll
want him
talk
to be
about
the
this,
NXT champion right before he leaves the company.
He'll be heel turn in about 4 years with your luck.
F all that.
Right, last year. So.
I'll be praising AEW by then.
I think that his heel turn will come before I praise AEW.
Well, I hope so, because he never should have been a babyface. It's not who he is. He's a dick.
Look, if he's baby facing, he's teaming with Sammy. They got to put him back together. I thought when they
Yeah,
split him,
but he's just teaming with Sammy until he turns on him after like 4 matches, and that's not happening right now.
they could turn together. They could do it different this time, where they're both heels.
I'm fine with that.
yeah,
But it's not going to
I'm fine with
happen.
that too. Why not?
Because Sammy's too over as a babyface.
Yeah.
But
He's-
when he
the whole
loses too,
bloodline
look,
thing, you know.
so we're doing the same deal. They might be going this direction. We're talking ourselves into it. So KO just did the deal. He lost the match. Sammy's got the next big match now. So
We're
Sammy,
not talking about. So you're
Sammy
talking about
loses too.
fiction and things that aren't even close to
No,
happening
we're talking
yet.
about things that you got to look at the big picture on. You got to look outside the box. And
Yeah,
see
'cause
it's
I'd never
possible.
do that.
It's possible.
I'm always just like right here in the middle. I don't ever look.
Sammy
outside.
loses this match to Walter. KO's lost his big match to Cody.
Walter, I was gonna say
Whatever, Gunther. He's still Walter to me. Dude.
I know it.
So you get to the deal where down
No,
the road.
Sammy's going to lose to Walter, and he's going to shake his hand and go, "Oh shucks," just like KO did.
Yeah, that might happen, but it might not. And we got to give it the benefit of the doubt that they're going to do
It's
something.
going to
with it.
happen.
Yeah,
It's going to happen.
I'm pulling for it.
The best thing that could happen is if KO walks down there and beats the shit out of Sammy and cost him the match against Gunther. That's the best case scenario.
Yeah, but they've already built this all the way to a WrestleMania feud. They've already done that. They don't even need to do KO and Sammy again. They've done it they've done it at WrestleMania.
No, they don't need to do it
What
again.
else are you gonna do?
No, I just need heel KO. I don't care if Sammy's involved.
He's better with Sammy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's equally as good with Sammy, but he's not better.
I think when they're together, they do their best work.
KO's fine without him.
And Sammy by himself as well.
Exactly. Best
Are-
thing
are
they can
they
do
though?
is bring back El Generico.
But look, they're
I
separated.
told him
They're separated right now and have been for a year and have done nothing but lose.
Yeah, I know, but then KO still gets title shots because Cody's like, little buddy, I'll give you a shot. I can beat you. Blah, 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 blah.
He's had like one title shot in 2 years.
Right, which he didn't want. Wheatley Vodka gave it to him, and he didn't even want it. And then they did nothing with it.
All right, I can't defend that anymore. What else do we have on Raw?
That was
Is that
it.
it?
There's nothing else
Nothing
to talk
else.
about. The wrestling
Raw,
has been a little stale.
SmackDown,
Yeah.
It's been a little
AEW.
stale.
Nobody wants to talk about TNA.
I don't know what to talk about.
John Henry.
They
or
had
whatever.
John Henry.
They.
Oh yeah, Joe Hendry lost to Ethan Page, and it was great
Yeah.
because he made Trick Williams count the 3 count. That's fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. I love Ethan Page.
I
I'm
do
glad
too.
he's finally getting a push.
Yeah.
And he's finally getting respect.
Like he was the little bit of TNA that I was watching. It was him and Josh Alexander
yeah,
texting. I was like, they're great there, and then he got released and then went to TNA or not went to AEW.
and he was great there.
He was
They-
great
they
there.
wouldn't
but
push him
just
there either.
Push him, yeah,
He had a fantastic theme song there.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was good. Sorry, he couldn't bring it with him.
no, he's killing it right now in NXT, and I wish more people would understand that, but they won't because for some reason people don't like him.
So do you think him jumping ship and pretty much instantly winning the NXT title is a sign to everybody else in AEW, come on over?
I don't know if it's a sign. I think it was a shot.
Shot.
Yeah.
I think it was like, hey, we got your guy. Watch this.
This cast off
This
guy
is what you should have been doing.
couldn't make TV to save his life, and now they're showcasing him.
Yep.
Who else you think's in the company right now looking at that, watching that?
Ricky Starks.
Ricky
Yep.
Starks.
Ricky Starks, buddies with your buddy.
Not my buddy.
he's
And I don't think he's buddies with him. I think he knows that's a meal ticket.
I can see that, yeah. But
So
yeah,
go ahead and get your deal, and then you can stop talking to generic ass Cody Rhodes and be the Ricky Starks that we all know and love.
yeah. Yeah, 'cause
waiting
we have
for
not
it.
seen him in what, a year?
Yeah, he'll
It's
be in NXT soon.
So how is he just sitting out at AEW anyways? He just went home and said, I'm not coming back. What
I don't
happened?
know.
I think it was.
I'm fine with that.
Last I heard was they were pitching an idea to him, and he turned it down.
He came out on X and said, "None of that's true. I don't know
Really?
where y'all hear this shit. I've
Okay.
never turned down anything."
It seems like
Kiss my
AEW
ass.
is a place you can just decide you want to do whatever you want. Like Miro doesn't want to do whatever, just goes home,
What's happening with me?
goes back to Bulgaria.
Like, where's
or whatever.
Miro?
He's
Like, you can
back,
just- you can
he's
just decide.
shooting movies or something.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
You don't like the creative, just go home. Like, yeah, okay, I'm going to take off. See y'all
They signed
later.
Lana, and then they cut her,
Yeah.
and then they don't do anything with Miro. I'm like, what's happening with those? Like,
It broke up their relationship.
yeah, well, I'm still 100% sure she's banging Damian Priest. I'm sorry, I don't see how that's not happening. There's been too many pictures of them together, and she's not really the kind of not. I don't know. I don't want to speak badly about Lana. She seems like a lovely,
And plus,
Just I'm sad,
lovely.
sad that I did not get to run into her around here.
Right.
I did run into her around here.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah, Ric Flair's last match.
Oh,
I didn't talk to her that day, but you did, yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, that happened.
And
but-
Seth Green. You got to talk to
Yeah,
Seth
Seth
Green.
Green.
Yep, I totally pointed him out, and
I did not have your seats, so I did not talk to the
Oh,
celebrities.
yeah. You
I was
were
up on the next level.
in the nosebleeds or something?
Not in the nosebleeds. Don't
Yeah.
act like I'm a cheap
I
ass.
don't know
I
where
was,
you were. I didn't see.
I was next level up. I
We
wasn't
were
on the floor.
ringside, you know.
Yeah, but you got a hookup.
Okay, well, you had tickets too. You just didn't want to leave your friends.
Well, I already had a friend that I bought tickets with.
Yeah, well,
I'm not a dick.
that's what you get for going with your other friends and not us.
Well, you do what you always do, and it's like, hey, I'm going to tell you the day of the show where I'm going to be sitting.
I don't make plans in
And we
advance
did that
to do
for blood
things.
and guts, and I held out for you.
Yeah, and how did that work out?
Worked out great. We had good seats.
Yeah, and the only
I
bad
mean,
thing
the
about
matches
that,
were just okay, but we had
so
good
the only
seats.
thing bad about that was we had to see AW.
The best part about that was the Jericho and Suzuki match,
Yeah, that was
where they
good.
chopped each other for 17 minutes
Oh,
straight.
yeah.
And most people don't like it. Brian and I loved every second of it. It's fantastic.
I mean, because everybody felt it.
The blood and guts match, not that great.
Not good at all.
Not that great.
Worst one ever, probably.
Probably.
So, hey, we were at the worst blood and guts. Yay.
We did it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we spent $25 on tickets, and we were just like 4 rows from the floor.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Not bad.
That's the Brian special.
That's right, man. You get the tickets right at bell time. That's where you get the good stuff.
All right. Well, we will keep it going
All right.
because I don't know really if there's anything else to talk about from the week that was, or the 2 weeks, or the 3 weeks that were.
It's like we have to look to the future.
Like we have to look to.
2 days from now?
Yes.
1 day. Depending on.
Technically one day.
Technically, it'd be 1 day.
To that pay-per-view that none of us are going to order and watch.
Dun, dun, dun.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We'll see. We'll see. But
what night
yeah,
is it?
go ahead and run down the card. And we'll,
It's Sunday, right?
Okay, I literally won't.
Is it
order
Sunday?
this, so
is it Sunday?
I think it's Sunday.
Yeah, I will not be watching it because I don't know if you guys know, but football's on
Football.
Sunday. And
Yes.
okay.
that's going to happen. So, yeah, we'll talk about the results later, but I will be watching.
So, we have the World Championship match between Brian Danielson and Jack Perry.
Which, by the way, probably not going to main event the card. You know, I think that it will, but I think that then after it's over, they'll go, that concludes the pay-per-view, and this is our unsanctioned steel cage match.
that's
And do
what
all
they
that
do every
yaga,
time.
yaga,
Yeah. Here's all the real stuff. This match right here, that's unsanctioned. That's not on the real card.
Having said that, because that's going to be a violent clusterfuck, I also feel like maybe the MJF Garcia match might open the card because they don't want to have them side by side, right?
Yeah.
Maybe? You agree with
I
that?
think, yeah.
Because it's going to be violent, I would think, right?
Right.
They're all going to be violent. It's professional wrestling, man.
Oh, yay. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
We have the International Championship match with Will Ospreay versus Pac.
I guess we didn't talk about the Danielson match.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't feel like there's much to talk about.
It'll be a good
Danielson's
match.
going to win,
It's an
Yes.
open and closed case.
so I don't understand why they're doing it.
He's got to fight somebody.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would, as much as they're trying to push Jack Perry right now, and then him lose
Right,
this match.
I don't understand it.
Yes, it's
It's not going to hurt him losing to Danielson, and no one's going to have more heat in Chicago than Jack Perry.
Fair point.
I understand why they did it.
Can
I don't care about it.
we discuss
But I
real
understand.
quick, because I don't feel like we have, because we've been off for a few weeks, Moxley?
Okay.
yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Brian, I'll let you take this, because you're a way bigger Moxley guy.
All right, look, Mox is my
But you
dude.
understand that now Moxley is in Marina Sophia. So
I
go
know.
ahead and
Yeah.
discuss this.
Oh, I can't defend anything AEW does. I'll discuss it. So there's two prevailing thoughts here. He's either about to form some kind of shoot stable, which I thought was kind of what Blackpool Combat Club was. To
Me
begin
too.
with.
Yeah.
Me too.
He's about to do like a more shootier shoot stable.
Yep.
Or some people are saying it's got something to do with Shane McMahon.
I think it does have to do with Shane
Yeah.
McMahon, but
Is it a Shane McMahon
can I
raw
just?
underground
I'm not trying to
shootier
be.
shoot?
I'm not trying to be any kind of way, but Marina Shafir just
She's terrible,
ain't-
man.
She's not it.
She's not in
It doesn't work. I don't
I
care
like
who
to-
you put her with.
I like to look at her.
I don't.
I
don't like to look at her.
Yeah.
Who's the old lady is that?
Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even like to look at her.
So why is he calling out Darby? What's Darby going to do in a shoot stable? Fall off something?
Fall off
It's-
the.
No.
I think
The higher
it's almost
thing?
like a. Something tells me they're going to have him fight, and then he joins his little shoot group.
But what's he going to do there?
When does Shane come out? That's all I want. I just want Shane to come out.
Shane's
I
a
don't care about any of
benefactor. He's
this.
got the money. He's gonna, he's gonna do something crazy. I think he's gonna show up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
not at the pay per view. Probably drag it out.
All right.
Like get up again.
We're back on.
All right, we're back.
I just want Shane. I don't care about any of this other stuff. I don't care about Darby earning his way into it. Just get to where we're going.
What is even the upside of Shane McMahon in AEW storyline wise? What are they doing here? I know it's a McMahon, it's Shane McMahon.
That's what it is.
What are they going to do with it? What's the possible payoff going to be?
Shane
I'm
wants
hoping
back in
that
wrestling.
Shane will be able to fix a few things around there creatively.
Yeah, I can. I
could see
actually
that.
Can see that. Yeah.
I can see that.
Anybody can fix a few things that are creative.
Right. So why not get a McMahon?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, little stab in the heart. Get the son of you know,
So you thinking
the
he's going to come
denounced
on?
guy.
He's coming
Or
in a higher
is he a
capacity.
spy?
He's coming in a higher
He's a
capacity
saboteur.
than a talent. You think he's going to be actually working behind the scenes? He's going to be calling the shots, making things happen, actually helping with the creative.
I don't think you would bring him in and not let him do that.
When was Shane ever really on the? I don't even know. Was Shane running things on a creative team?
He has.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
he has.
The only time I've ever heard about Shane, being in charge of things is when he botched the Royal Rumble and got sent out.
Yeah, but do you not think Shane would do a better job than what's happening there right now?
Again, anyone could probably do a better job.
Right.
than what's
So let's
happening
just
right now.
see what happens. I'm more excited about it than not excited about it. If it
Well,
is
I'm
Shane,
certainly more excited about it because there's very little to be excited about in AEW. So Shane
Except for
McMahon showing
Mina.
up. Oh, Mina, but
That's it.
But where's she been?
right
She's
in the crowd. She's in the
Yeah.
crowd.
She's dancing on her Instagram.
Shane will bring her out of the crowd.
Yeah, he probably would.
He will.
Oh, you know what? Then again, maybe he wouldn't. He's probably going to start, stay away from any of that type of business.
No, he's not his dad.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to distance himself from that.
He's gonna puke. Yeah, that's not.
What else is on the
Yeah, what else on the card?
Yeah, so we got the Osprey pack.
That'll be great to watch. but
Osprey's gonna win.
It's again, you already know what's happening. It'll be fun.
Spot fest.
Yeah.
False finish.
Yeah.
AEW TBS champion Monet versus Sheeta.
All right, look, we like Shane.
That's a dynamite match.
Yeah.
Why is it on a pay-per-view?
I mean, I would pick Sheeta, but we know.
not
Mona-
Well, she had a good
Mona's
promo a few weeks ago about being looked over or whatever, and she's the nice girl and she's tired of that. Did you see that? It was a
Yeah.
decent promo.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but we know they're gonna put over Monet.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to name the next match.
Yeah.
That's a match I'll see on Dynamite.
Yeah. I forgot Camille is banned from ringside for that.
Oh, that'll change everything.
Yeah, exactly. Tag.
What was it you said Camille looked like?
The Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Yes,
there
okay.
you go.
Something about her face looks like a dog.
Still would.
Chihuahua in particular.
Still would. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the tag champ match of the Bucks versus Claudio and Wheeler.
Oh boy, couldn't possibly
That's
care
yeah.
less.
Just stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got Chicago Street match. Willow versus Statlander.
Dumber than the last match you said.
And look, this feud has been.
Tell me
going
again that I'm
forever.
going to spend $50 on this shit.
They've been doing this. Is this their big payoff? Their big one-on-one? They've done something before, right? I know there's been tag matches.
Yeah.
Is this finally the one-on-one payoff? To end
They-
this?
No, it won't be because they don't know what else to do with Willow.
They've wrestled singles before.
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. We got the Steel Cage Lights out match. Strickland versus
That is
Page.
literally not enough for me to spend $50 on this.
Yeah.
I will not be watching.
Yeah, and we got the Continental Kata versus the. This is the matches that are happening at tonight's. I'm trying to think who it is.
On Rampage or on Collision?
Friday night's show.
Is this a graphic where it said Okada and it said versus bitch, bitch, and bitch? Is that what it
I
was?
think it's
Because I like the graphic.
yeah. So
I
it's
don't
like
care about this.
whoever wins the matches.
Didn't Christian just... No, that was Intercontinental.
I'm trying to remember.
Who
Who's,
knows what these belts are?
yeah, I'm trying. I
These
can't remember.
crazy belts.
So Christian won that, but Ospreay's not fighting Christian for the
I
Intercontinental?
don't think so.
And
He's
Okada's
fighting
got different
Pac.
opponents that we don't know who they are.
Yeah, it's like
really.
3 opponents that are
So Tony
Whoever
Khan's
won.
still doing a lot of
Yeah.
cocaine.
whoever won matches.
Still a lot of cocaine in the backstage
Yeah,
area.
yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Glad
Yeah,
we
MJF
covered
and
that.
Garcia.
Glad we covered that.
So MJF and Garcia, and that's the match we're thinking is gonna be the best match of that, or you think the cage match is gonna do
I mean, I
it?
think the cage match will be fun. I think
Yeah.
all of it will be fun. I think Pac and Ospreay will be fun.
Yep.
There's just no point in any of it because they had a 2-week build.
Yeah.
Because this is the dumbest thing to do. It's like, here's our biggest pay-per-view, and then 2 weeks later, here's another one I want you to spend another $50 on. Because of the long-term storytelling they do.
Right.
Yeah, because of that.
I'm trying to see who won this tonight. So Archer was in one of these matches, right? I think I saw something about.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Was there any
I'm trying to remember.
He can't get on TV.
any Ring of Honor talent on there?
I'm sure there was.
Do you have the Outlanders or what's the guy that's built like a potato? What's his name?
Talking about Ishii?
No.
That's our boy. Oh, I don't see. I'm on their social here. They're not pimping who won this.
I remember Lance Archer was in one of the matches.
It is who it is.
So to sum things up, we're going to sum it up right now, I guess, that nobody's watching this pay-per-view. Are you going to pay for it?
No.
I'm not going to pay for it. Are you going to pay for it?
Absolutely not.
And the real section recommendation is skip the pay-per-view.
Skip it.
I'll watch YouTube clips.
Me too.
Me three.
I'll read about it on the X.
Heard it
All
on
right.
the X.
Anything else anybody else needs to talk about or anything going on?
Well, we could briefly talk about the Netflix McMahon show.
Yeah, that's...
Starts a couple weeks.
Yeah, but I don't know how accurate it's going to be. You
Yeah,
have a relationship with
none
WWE.
of the WWE documentary series shows.
If I watch it and there's no discussion of shitting on someone, then I'm going to assume that it's not all very accurate.
Apparently they went back and recorded, like, I forgot how many more hours of stuff
I need the details on the shitting.
Yeah.
That's what I really... I mean, Brian and I, when that story dropped at work, we really dug deep into the details, and the most interesting part was the shitting.
It was for sure.
It was.
Okay.
And he didn't even let her clean off.
No,
No.
he told her to keep going while he went and cleaned off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That needs to be in the documentary.
Yes.
They just need a line-for-line reading.
If we're going to be historically accurate, we need, this is how I started WrestleMania. This is how I got the company from my dad. This is the shitting story. I need those three things.
They couldn't even get the poster correct
Right.
because the ring that is, you have McMahon with the puppets in the ring, but the ring is a boxing ring and not a wrestling ring because it's got 4 ropes instead of 3.
I didn't see
What
that.
are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, hire a competent person is what you would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what you do.
And it's the same guy that did the Tiger King series.
I never watched it. My wife did.
didn't
She
either.
told me all about it.
It was fun.
Shout out to my wife, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Good looking out.
Any more shout-outs before we wrap it up? Anybody still listening to these out there?
Carol Anderson, she's a saint. And I'll shout her out every week.
Look, we'll shout her out, but I don't think my mom made it through the last
I don't think she did either. We had sound problems on the last one. We do apologize for that.
Yeah. But
This week we just have rain sounds, but I think it's going to be better production than last time. I'm guessing. I don't know.
possibly. I do have to shout out Primetime. He's still listening.
I think Philip checks it out.
Yeah. Primetime makes it to the end, and he calls me to discuss the podcast.
Scoops.
Corey Ferris, I'm calling you out. You better be listening to our podcast.
Motherfucker, you better.
There's no
You better
way.
be listening to our podcast.
Corey has not made it this deep. It didn't happen.
Well, it's terrible. Terrible look, Corey. That's all I got.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're done.
All right. Well, until next time, I guess this is episode 5 complete. Sorry for the delay. We are caught up now. We have a new quote unquote studio, and we will see you guys, or you will hear us next time. Thanks for tuning in. Leave some comments, like and subscribe. Hill Section out.